What's good, FBA family? Dwayne here. Let me start with something that should piss you off. Today we going all the way back. This ain't just politics. This is personal. This is my blood. This is your blood. And somebody been lying to us about it for a long time. Let me ask you something. Who built this country? Not metaphorically, literally. Whose hands cleared the land, laid the railroads, built the Capitol building itself? My ancestors, your ancestors, foundational Black Americans. And what did we get for it? Not 40 acres, not a mule, not even a real apology. What we got was a line of people behind us saying us too. Back to 1865. 4 million Black people are free. No land, no money, no infrastructure. But there was a promise. Land redistribution. A real shot at generational wealth. You know what happened instead? Andrew Johnson gave the land back to Confederate traders. Then the federal government handed 270 million acres to settlers through the Homestead Act. Mostly recent European immigrants who just got here and never spent a day in chains on this soil. That ain't ancient history, family. That's the origin of the divide. Fast forward to the Great Migration. Black Americans fleeing the terror of the South, moving north looking for work and dignity. And when we got to Chicago, Detroit, New York, you know what we found? Unions that wouldn't let us in. Irish unions, Italian unions, Polish unions, all built on immigrant solidarity with a policy that kept Black workers out. So while immigrants were climbing the ladder, somebody was standing on our fingers. Then the New Deal, FDR's big salvation program, except agricultural and domestic workers were specifically left out. You know who those workers were? Mostly us. And you know who was getting the farm subsidies and FHA home loans? White families. And immigrant families who just got their citizenship and their whiteness recognized. We've been watching people get handed cards we've been waiting on since 1865. Now here's where it gets personal for me. My grandmother lived in a neighborhood on the south side of Chicago that was all Black. Tight. Community-owned businesses, block clubs, churches holding everything together. By the time I was a teenager, that neighborhood looked nothing like what she described. The businesses changed hands. The political representation shifted. And every time someone in my family tried to talk about it, they got told they were being divisive. But nobody was in solidarity with us when the loans got denied. Nobody stood with us when our neighborhoods got redlined into poverty and rezoned for everybody else's opportunity. Solidarity is a one-way street when your people are the only ones walking it. So when people say FBA is anti-immigrant, that accusation is using our own moral standards against us. Saying you, who were the most wronged, must also be the most generous. Our claim isn't about hate. It's about a specific debt owed by a specific government to a specific people. Delineation isn't division. It's documentation. And here's the hook that'll live in your head rent-free. Every group that came after us built on land our ancestors cleared, roads our ancestors paved, wealth our ancestors' unpaid labor created. Then they tell us we're being exclusive for wanting what was promised to us first? That's inheritance theft with a smile on its face. The divide between FBA and immigrants isn't about hatred. It's about history. Our grandparents deserved better. Our parents deserved better. And we deserve to stand up and say, enough sharing what was never even given to us in the first place. I'm Dwayne. FBA Roots Unleashed. Drop your thoughts below. Don't get lost in the sauce. And don't let nobody shame you for knowing your history. Peace.